Lord is going to redeem us again in these times, and He's going to use His Son, Yahushua, which means He saves, or He is the deliverer, to do that job. Okay? One. Islands of the sea. Okay, so all wherever we're at this present moment in time, that's what okay. So keep reading, bro.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
Shall assemble the outcasts of Israel. Ultimately, all of us is the outcasts. As far as the land, we're not in the holy land. You got those scumbags in the holy land. Okay, that's what you got. You got implants, rats running around in the land, claiming that land. And you got these Palestinians fighting over that land. Got it together this
the envy of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
And the adversaries of shall be cut off. So all of the little griefs that these tribes have amongst each other, they're not gonna have that grief anymore. Okay? That's how this thing's going on. Because when you look at America and the States, most of these tribes is in the States. America, when these tribes get together, they actually don't get along. The Dominicans, the Haitians, these tribes don't get along, man. I went to school with these tribes. I know exactly what that tribe is talking about. They're going. And certain other brothers do as well.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Yeah.
But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west, and shall spoil them together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom.
Yeah, so we're going to spoil all these different nations together, and we're going to lay our hands on who?
Edom.
We're going to lay our hands on Edom. Who's Edom? Edom is the so-called European select. All right, when you go back into the Bible, Genesis 25. So we're going to lay our hands on them, because what does it mean to lay hands on someone? Does it actually mean to lay hands on you, bro? Right. Nah, man, it means to basically knock them upside the head, man. Go to war with these individuals. Okay? And they're not going to win the war. The Lord is going to be behind you. Go ahead.
They shall lay their hand upon Edom and the children of Ammon.
So we're going to lay our hands there. We're going to more by the students. As well, which are the people of China and Japan. Okay? So we're going to get everybody, man, because of what they've done to Zion, our people. Ultimately, and we're going to be the correct rulers of the earth. And guess what? The earth is going to be ruling in great perfection. Because the way the earth is governed right now, it's all out of whack. People are all out of whack. Everything's out of whack out there. That's why the Lord is going to set the record straight and start all over again. Because this planet is jacked. Okay? So what the Lord is going to do, He's going to send His Son Yahushua, okay, or prior before that, in the midst of that, what's going to happen is you're going to have your nuclear war, okay, which is going to clean all of this wickedness that's going on, right, off the face of the map, and then the Lord is going to come in and install all of that at the same time, okay, and then we're going to be living, and the kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. Give me 2 Peter 3rd chapter. Behold that. It says in the scriptures, we look forward to the new heavens and a new earth, or no righteousness. So what does it mean by the word new? The Greek word new is referring to the Greek word kainos, which means okay, so restore. That's what we look forward to here. 2 Peter 3 verse 10. Let me see. It's Second Peter.
The Lord is verse 19.
Yeah, you can read that too, but I think it goes. I'll tell you what, read that.
Second Peter.
No, verse 13. Verse 13. Verse, yeah.
Second Peter 3 and 13. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, righteousness. Therefore, beloved, see that you look for such things. Be diligent and live in peace, without spot and blameless. Second Peter 3 and 13. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, for a new heavens and a new earth.
And that's the point that we're looking forward to. The new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. What we're looking forward to is to restart all over again. Because we need to restart all over again with this planet. So you got these wicked people that's in power, or the wicked nation, which is Esau, even is in power and mess up everything. Okay? Even mankind is out of order. Alright? Relationships between a man and a woman is out of order. All of it is out of order. Children are out of order. Okay? This is why in this city alone, you got people that are just bugged out, man. They can't think straight. They can't do the right thing. Okay, because we live in a society that projects to us that evilness is good. Okay, go to a club. You find your daughter shaking her backside to another guy that's probably ain't doing no good. Okay. And they're getting involved in this rap music, this R&B, whatever you call it today. Getting all messed up in the head, man. And because they believe that they're women, they go and get a change sex application. Right. And it's the same thing with a woman. You got certain women, they feel like a man. They want to get that operation changed too. They want to go to strip club. I don't mean to be so critical, but this is the world we live in today. So this is why the Lord is going to start everything all over again, man, because everything's all messed up. What's up?
Psalms 82 and 5.
You got it?
They know not, neither do they understand. In darkness, all the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Beautiful. Read that again.
They know not, neither will they understand.
And that's all you people out here, boy.
They walk in darkness, all the foundations of the earth are out of course.
They walk in darkness and all of the foundation of the earth is out of course, man. That's where we're at right now. That's not talking about 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ago. This is talking about now. Everything's out of whack, man. Everything's out of friggin' order here. Okay, even let's say, for example, let's say you got a woman or whatever, when you're in a relationship, guess what? That relationship is basically synthetic, man. Like the apostle even said, man. One of the apostles even made that statement, which is a beautiful thing. You got people getting in relationships and they don't really love each other. They just in a relationship just because it's cool. Or I just need a companionship. You know, it's not true. Okay, that's where we're at right now.
And she's a month away from being 60.
Everything's out of order, man. You got people most people just sleeping around, committing adultery. One guy sleeping with another man's woman. Women sleeping around. It's just vice versa. And this is why in the Western Hemisphere, a lot of STDs around here. Okay, you even got people on both sides. I mean, I don't mean to be so graphic here, but I have to be graphic here. And I will get graphic here. Okay, you got a guy now. Let's say for example, you get a guy now, right? And he's putting his private part, okay, where shit comes out. Okay, then what he'll do is this. Please, he'll go sleep with another woman and put that rod in that woman's vagina, man. But he don't put that rod up some man's behind. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta think about that. You gotta think about shit like that, man. You know what I mean? This is why I'm representing this truth. You can't really get too over these women out there too, man. You know what I mean? We gotta just basically stick to the scriptures. I know it's a hard thing, it's very in the flesh. But we gotta focus on this, because ain't shit out here, man. All you got out in this world is bullshit. Excuse my language. But what did Paul say? Paul said, though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. So I can use the term bullshit, because it is. Okay? We got another precept. Read that one more time, brother. That's beautiful right there. That's 85, I believe it was.
Psalms 82 and 5.
It was 82 and 5. Okay, go ahead.
They know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness, all the foundations of the earth are out of course.
That's right, and that's why most people walk in darkness. They don't know who they are, they don't know where they're going or coming. Because everything's all out of whack. Even the schools ain't teaching these youths a damn thing. But we gotta take these kids to school, because if we don't take them to school, then we're gonna be hassled. Meanwhile, you got kids inside the school, which is what I've always heard about, because I used to go to school myself, which is many moons ago. You know what I mean? I mean, you would hear stories about how other kids will rape other kids inside the school. This is what you hear. Okay? And then you'd also hear stories about, and you still hear stories about that today, how teachers is getting rid of the kids. Okay? 16-year-old girl. And she was saying the same thing. She was like, she found herself in a relationship with some teacher. Okay? And what I will say is, well, I mean, I will say this, right? Because at the end of the day, in the ancient world, that's what was going on anyway. You know what I mean? So I gotta get that, I gotta get it correct. That's what was going on in the ancient world. In the ancient world, okay, you had young women dating older men. That's what was always going on at that time. But the point I'm trying to make is that everything's out the way it's done in society. It's all messed up. And this is why the law, and the reason why the law set this thing up like that, because the law wants to show us, okay, what it means not to keep his commandments. Because when you go back to the time of the past, our people was bugging out. Our people was going against the commandments. And they wanted to do their own thing. So now we're living in a world, and we're getting the results. What it means to do your own thing. Okay, we're actually learning of an example of how not to live. And this is the world we're at today. Okay? Go ahead. That's all I wanted to say right there. 82 and 5.
Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to the lust of their hearts, to the lust of their own hearts.
Okay, when a man, puts his private part of it, you know what? And a woman doing other, licking this and licking that.
That's heavy, right?
You know what I mean?
Very heavy, right?
So I mean, basically, when you're doing that, you're disrespecting your own self. You do that. It's not, I mean, you're good to come out of that, but definitely, when you check out people that engage in such activities, you find out that they catch hepatitis, all different types of hepatitis, and AIDS at the same time. And they don't live a long time. So when you do these activities, these sodomist activities, what do you get from that? Death. That's what you get. But it all goes back to the one program dealing with maintaining humanity on the 500 million. The Georgia Guidestones. That's what it all goes back to. Yeah, so read that again, brother. But really, ultimately, the Lord gave them up to that vile affection. Really made them stupid like that because they were wicked anyway. Yeah, go ahead.
Therefore, the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness in the lust of their own hearts.
Yeah.
Dishonor their own bodies.
Dishonor their own bodies.
Between themselves. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie.
Right.
And worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator.
Right.
Who is blessed forever. Amen.
Go ahead.
For this cause the Most High gave them vile affections.
The Most High gave them up to vile affections because they had it in their mind that they wanted to do such a thing. And that's what was going on 2,000 years ago during the Roman Empire. You had a lot of that going on. Okay, you had certain Greeks that, not certain Greeks, but the Grecian culture or the Romanized culture during that time was to basically men pop men. You know, before they get in a relationship with a woman, they'll get in a relationship with a man first. Okay, if a man, let's say if a man wanted to, you know, get in a relationship, his first relationship would be with another man, and vice versa, the woman. So that was going on during 2,000 years ago. This is why Paul was talking about that. Okay, but the reason why everything's happening like how it was 2,000 years ago, because this is the same Roman Empire. Again, it's the same thing. Okay, they was having sex with animals. You know, you had these Edomites was having sex with animals during the time of Pompeii. There was a region that was called Pompeii, and they was having sex with animals, and he's doing that right now. The same thing is going on right now. In this society, you can actually get married to your friggin' dog, or get married to your friggin' cat. Madness. Okay? So it's the same old crap. You go ahead.
For even the women did change the nature, the natural use into that which is against nature.
Right.
And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of a woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Which was not good. They thought it was good, but it wasn't good. And that's why you get your STDs, your AIDS, and all of that. And all these sodomistic activities that are going on in this world. But if you talk about it, guess what? You're the bad guy. You're old. Okay, you're out of date, basically. Like the Jamaicans say.
You know what year is? You know what year
This
is?
is 21st century. Yeah. But guess what? The scriptures tells you that the law doesn't change. So just because we're in a new time doesn't mean that everything's going to change. It doesn't mean, that's Satan right there. That's Satan. You see that? That never happens. That never happens. See, that's the spirit of even Satan. Satan's working real hard.
Wow.
That's a beautiful thing. Read that again. He ain't gonna let that phase nobody, man. We're gonna keep going, man.
Romans 1 and 26.
Yeah, go ahead.
For this cause the Most High get them up unto vow affection,
Yep.
and that women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
So it says even a woman changed that natural use, which is against nature.
And likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman,
Right?
went in their love toward another, men with men,
Men with men.
working that which is unseemly,
Okay.
and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error.
What was the recompense of their error? The different diseases that they got from that. That's the recompense of their error. Because what does it say in Leviticus? What is it? I believe it's 20 and 13. The same scripture that, I got arrested for a couple of years ago. What does it say? It says if a man lay with a man, as he died with a woman, he had committed abomination. And they shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall surely be upon them. That's what it states in the scriptures, man. So technically, we don't really have to do anything. The AIDS are doing it. The STDs are doing it. Okay? The hepatitis A, B, and C is doing it. Because when you go against the setup of nature, okay, there's a consequence. If you do something good towards nature or bad towards nature, nature will show you a consequence. Showing you that you have to abide by those laws, so those universal biblical laws. If you go against those laws, there's an effect that comes out of that. Okay, there's a negative vibration that comes out of that. And that's what the society is based about. Negative vibration. Satanism. Go ahead, bro.
It's Romans 1 and 32. Who knoweth the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
See, there it is. To them which commit such things are worthy of death.
Not only do
Go ahead.
not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Yeah. Because it tells you in I think it's Proverbs 11, where it says, "Whatever seemeth right unto a man is the ways of death." So it may seem right to be in a relationship. Johnny and Tommy get a relationship. It might seem good, but the ways thereof are death. It might even seem good, to smoke a blunt or smoke some weed, but the ways thereof are death. So it's just the way it goes, man. But this society, it's got, you know, certain, you know, brothers messed up, man. I mean, really, basically, man. I mean, every last one of us know what's right and what's wrong, but society seduces us to do the wicked things, man. Because it tells you in the scriptures that the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the wicked is seductive. You see? But through the spirit and power of the Lord, brothers is coming out of that, man. You know, brothers are coming out of that satanic mind because the Lord is dealing with them now. You know, so hey, man, that's just what it is. So oh, you look okay.
There's something else?
Actually, I wanted you to go back to Psalms 82, verse 5. I think there was some more.
They know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness, all the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
That's talking about the nation of Israel. I'm talking about everybody. Read that again, brother.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High.
Right, we are the children of the Most High. The Israelites are the children of the Most High. That's why we look at the term Israel, it means that he is the prince of the power, or he is the son of the power. Because what is the son of the king? The prince. So ultimately, technically, we are the sons of the living power. Yeah, but you might want to hold the camera because it might blow away. That's the worst thing. Hey, go ahead.
But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes.
Yeah, that's going into something else. Oh yeah, we are gods though, but the Lord brought us down on a fleshly level, you know. So, but the point being is darkness has covered the whole earth. Give me that in Jeremiah 60. Darkness has covered the whole earth. Because the foundation is all messed up. There's not really much of a law and order here. It's just a law and order of man, not the law and order of the Most High. Jeremiah 60. Yeah. It's probably Isaiah 60. Yeah. It says gross darkness to people. Let's start from the verse first.
It's Isaiah 60 and 1.
Yeah.
Arise, shine, for the light is come.
That's talking about us. We're rising and shining because we have the word that shines forth. Go ahead.
And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Yeah.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth,
Yeah, behold, darkness shall cover the earth. Go ahead.
and gross darkness the people.
This is where we're at right now. Gross darkness to people.
But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
But the point is that gross darkness to people. That's the main point of the matter because at the end of the day, no one really knows who they really are according to the Bible. No one really knows the whole premise of life. They don't understand how nature works. They don't understand the power of the Most High. So they're caught up in darkness, man. Especially our people. They're in 100% unfiltered darkness. Okay, but there's gonna come a time we're gonna arise out of that darkness. Go ahead.
And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness, of thy rising.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lift up thine eyes round about, and see. All they together themselves together, they come to thee. Thy sons shall come from afar.
Yeah, that's going into the captivity of the actual nations. But what I want to stick on this one topic, which is you know, the different societies, man, that they have time on them, you know. So I want you to give me Job 14. You can start from the verse first. I know it's verse 3, I believe it is. Job 14, verse 3. It's now we got to revert back to the topic at hand because the Lord, like I said before, as he was going into prior. The Lord sets up an empire by a different nation, and they have a limited time on it. Once that time is finished, then they go down. They never rise up again. Like for example, you got so-called black people right out here. They also subscribe to the Egyptology madness, and a lot of these people, the black unconscious movement and all that, man. But what it is we're not the Egyptians. We're Hebrew Israelites. We're not the Egyptians. The people that went on the cargo slave ships don't go back to the ancient Egyptians. Okay, we go back to the people of the Jews that got kicked out of Jerusalem in 70 AD, running from Roman persecution. That's who we are. Okay, and all these nations are opposed, naturally. Go ahead. Job 14:3.
This is Job 14:3. And dost thou open thine eyes upon such an one,
Yeah,
and bringest me into judgment with thee?
yeah.
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one.
I should walk a verse. Walk a couple of verses.
This is Job 14:2. He cometh forth like a flower
Yeah. Come, go ahead.
and is cut down.
Yeah.
He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not.
Yeah, him that is born of woman, that's what I saw. Go ahead. Yeah. No, actually, I don't know. I was just saying. Keep going.
And dost thou open thine eyes upon such an one, and bringest me into judgment with thee?
Right, go ahead.
Who can bring a clean thing out of unclean? Not one.
Start verse 2. Read verse 3. Let me see something.
And dost thou open thine eyes upon such an one?
Because it says, it reads, it tells you in Job 14, it says, let me see something. Guys, verse 5. Verse 5. Yeah.
Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Yeah.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right, so in other words, going back to what I was saying, this society has a time on it, or a limited time on it, and he can't basically, these so-called Europeans starting with the bankers, they can't go above that time. They can't rule for the next 10 years. If they got 400 years to rule, they can't rule for the next 20 years, because that's their limit. So he has set the bounds. Go ahead, read that again.
Seeing his days are determined,
Seeing his days are determined. Go ahead.
the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right, so there's a day, there's a couple of months which are bounded to him. Okay? And after he reaches that bound, then guess what? He's going right down. And we're at the bound right now. This is why you got these different cyber attacks happening around the world. False flag attacks or false terrorist attacks, whatever you want to call it, because it's all going to lead to the major current event, which they're going to initiate by themselves. It could be the ISIS there, or it could be an EMP attack. Because really what they want to do is they don't want you to focus on the collapse. That's the main thing that they're focused on. It's the collapse coming. And they don't want people to realize that they collapse in the system. So they want to basically distract you with a major current event that's going to occur. Okay, that's what they're going to do. And they can't do anything about it. Get me Job 20, stop in verse 9. How many minutes we got on that?
This is Job 20
Okay.
and 9. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
Right, the eye which saw him shall see him no more. And that's going all the way back to the book of Obadiah, because if you read the book of Obadiah, it talks about the extermination of Edom, the Edomites. Okay, because right now, you got a couple of so-called scholars or Bible individuals that say, well, the Edomites are done away with. Well, if the Edomites are done away with, like Tahar says, which is a very good point, Apostle Tahar that is, okay, if that's the case, if Esau's been done away with, show us the records, okay, and show us the documentation based on that point alone. You're not going to be able to find the documentation. You know why? Because it hasn't happened. But the way it's going to happen is going to happen in the kingdom. Once Esau serves 1,000 years of slavery, then we're going to round them all up, okay? The two separate kingdoms are going to get together and round them all up, and they're going to bother them. That's what's gonna happen. That's 1,000 years into the future. Okay? That's what that's talking about. So read that Job verse again, brother.
Job 20 and 9. That I also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Neither shall his place any more behold him, because what's gonna happen? When you read certain scriptures, I believe it's Amos 9, where it speaks about how we should possess Edom. Now when you look up the word Edom, it takes you to the land of Edom. So we're gonna possess Edom, and we're gonna possess his land at the same time. Okay, but what we're dealing with right now, we're dealing with his modern day empire as it stands. We're dealing with this revival of ancient Rome as it stands. Okay? This thing is getting ready to be, society is getting ready to be done away with and destroyed. So we gotta get on. Let me see what else we can get. Tell you what, bro, hold that and get Revelations 20, where it speaks about the beast being abusive in the season. Now we're going to go into Revelations 20.
Revelation 20 and 3. And cast him into the bottom of his pit.
That's God.
And shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more.
Yeah, that was talking about the 1,000-year period in which he took down ancient Rome, starting with Septimius Severus and others like him from, I believe it's 192 AD to be exact. And then from there we started ruling the whole of Europe for 1,000 years, or over 1,000 years to a certain degree. That's what that's talking about, boy.
Till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled.
Yeah.
And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
Then after that, after our which we ruled in Europe, Esau would come back, okay, which we're in this time of resurrection right now. We're in the time of the so-called whites coming back into power again. And guess what? He's going to be loose a little season. That's when how did the Europeans come back into power? When you go all the way back to the Renaissance period, which the word Renaissance means rebirth. The rebirth of what though? What is it, the rebirth of what? The rebirth of ancient Rome. Okay? Which is right now we're in the rebirth of ancient Rome, which is loose a little season. Go ahead.
And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them,
Yeah.
and judgment was given unto them.
Right.
And I saw the souls of men that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua.
Right. He saw the souls of men that was beheaded for the word of Yahushua. That's your men of the Lord. Those are the men of the great millstone, man. Okay? That's what that's talking about. That's what that's talking about, because what you're gonna have is basically, it's like when you read the Apocrypha, it talks about how